Hey everyone, it is Sillyman here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a reset character button, as well as how to make it so pressing R on your keyboard resets your character. So let's start by creating the button. So I'm going to go to Starter GUI, and then insert a Screen GUI, and then a text button. And then I'm going to change the size. So I'm going to change it to 0.1, 0, and then 0.06, 0. And then I'm going to change the position to 0.88, 0, and then 0.50. And then change the anchor point to 0, 0.5. Then I'm going to change the background color to red. Then I'm going to change the text. I'm going to just say reset character. Then change the font. Then change the text color to white. And then scale the text. And then I'm going to insert a UI corner and change the corner radius to 0.20. And then I'm going to insert a UI stroke. I'm going to change the apply stroke mode to border, and then change the thickness to 3. And then the color to dark red, so I'm going to do 100, 0, 0, like that. Okay, so now that we've created the button, it's time to do the scripting. So I'm going to change the name of this to reset. And then we're going to insert a script, or a local script, inside of the button. Then we're going to say local players equals game get service players. And then we're going to get the player object. So we're going to say local player equals players dot local player. And then we're going to make a variable for the button. So we're going to say local button equals script dot parent, because the script is inside of the button. So the parent of that would be the button. And then we're going to make an event for when the player clicks the button. So we're going to say button dot activated connect function, and then player dot character dot humanoid dot health equals 0. And this code here will kill the player. But then we also want to make it so that if the player hits R on their keyboard, it will also reset their character. So to do that, we need to use user input service. So we're going to say local user input service equals game get service user input service. And then we're going to say user input service dot input began, and this will fire when the player starts an input. So when the player starts to press a key, connect function input. So this variable here is going to contain the information on what key the player pressed. We're going to say if input dot keycode equals enum dot keycode dot r, because this r is going to be the R key on the keyboard. Then player dot character dot humanoid dot health equals 0. Now one problem with this code is that if I was typing the letter R into the chat, it would still reset my character. So to fix that, what we're going to do is use a second parameter that this event takes in. So I'm going to call this game processed, and this variable will determine whether or not the player was typing into the chat. So then we're going to say if not game processed, because we only want this code here to work if the player was not typing into the chat. So if not game processed, then, and then I'm going to just indent this and then add another end here. And now if I go ahead and hit play, if I click the button, you can see that it resets my character. And if I press R on my keyboard, you can see that that also works. And that is all for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, and I will see you all in the next video.